Hey, my name Jeff.
I
That's
can't wait
an
until we do a
old
live
name.
podcast. That's gonna be great.
A live podcast,
Yeah.
we will be canceled because Seth will probably say
I'll
a
put
slur.
a thing on the screen that just says "This is live" and we're probably offensive.
Probably,
I'll make a burner email for our Twitch channel.
Speaking of emails, do we have emails?
We have a lot from Unknown Hatter.
new emails.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. By the way, this is our second time ever actually recording a video podcast because the first two were on the same day. So if things are different, it's because the entire set was like shifted around and stuff.
Yeah,
Hey
you
guys,
should-
I haven't seen you guys in like 2 weeks because
Yeah.
we only see each other when we do the podcast.
That's the only
almost
time
true.
in which I am physically in this world. They summoned me from another dimension.
Oh man, I
be
forgot
on
to
this
do like
podcast.
any kind of a sound check or anything
Also,
related to that.
guys, when you watch the podcast instead of just listening to it, you get to see Disney.
You get to
this-
see
this
our
one
news.
right
And
here.
there's Seth's podcast socks.
Do the do.
It's
Do the
Mountain
do.
Dew.
My brother-in-law got these for me for my birthday, and he was like, "You like Mountain Dew, right?" And I was like, "Yeah,
I don't
guess.
hate Mountain Dew.
Like, Mountain Dew's pretty good, I guess. It's not like my thing. Also, I'm a little bit ill still.
Yeah, he's ill. I'm good now. Except I have a headache, and Gabe's a skater boy.
Yeah, like I'm actually sentient this time. Okay. So
Gabe's actually in a good mood this week. Yay!
Oh, my phone's
I'm in
gone.
a better mood, but I also don't have a headache and I'm not exhausted, which is usually not happening on
Seth, aren't these
Sundays.
mic stands so much better?
No, I like that one.
Which one's
Well-
the new one? Is that the new mic stand?
No, this is the old one. That's the new one.
Oh,
I
like that
bought
one.
more equipment. We got cables. We got headphone extenders for those two. They're very happy about that. Look how happy they are.
I don't like this mantis arm.
I like
What?
it.
It's just what this reminds me is a praying mantis arm. That's what.
Okay. Well,
I'm really loud. Am I really loud?
You're always loud.
I feel like I'm way
what
too
channel?
sensitive.
are you?
No, you're fine.
I think you're fine. Probably just extra sensitive to your own voice.
Probably. My ears were clogged for like 3 days straight, and they popped in the middle of the sermon today at church.
Oh, isn't that like the worst feeling ever?
And it was just so loud. I was like,
Oh my gosh. Okay, so our church just moved into a new building this week, and I spent I went out there 3 times this week to set up that sound system. It didn't actually get finished working until the last 15 minutes of worship practice this morning.
And Kayla's keyboard sounds weird.
Dude, I really like.
I really think that's just her sounds on her keyboard.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to her about that and be like, hey, stop it.
I really like the
normal
booth setup.
Also, it's set up very nice. I think this is where you're going. It's set up very nice, but that booth is like it's 50% the volume of what's outside of the booth. So it's this like window, and there's no like glass or anything. Like it's completely through, but it's like this own little closet that the soundboard and security and all that stuff is, and sound doesn't go through very easily.
No.
And so it's like so hard to hear. So I'm like, what? Like I see people out there and they're jamming to the music. They're like,
It needed to be louder.
Days of Elijah, like they're pumping. And I'm like, wow, this is really underwhelming. Are they just like really is the spirit of God just like not in this room? Like what's going on?
I was feeling
Or
it
is
today.
it like pumping out there? And so I stepped out of the sound booth, and it was loud. It was pumping in there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's
I was feeling it, man.
very
I was grooving.
underwhelming.
Even when the first song started, it was like a slow, boring
They
song.
were-
And I
okay.
was like, oh my gosh, why are they doing this? But you know what? I was feeling it. I was like, oh yeah.
I was
I'm
feeling
in.
worship too. I really they were on point this week. Like it was good service.
The sermon wasn't too long this time.
Now,
Thank you, Josh.
I was freaking out the entire time. Like the entire time I was like, this is wrong, this is bad, I need to go up on stage and change this, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, it's working, it's surviving, people aren't complaining, so I'm not going to do anything
Except
about
for
it.
me, I complained.
But I came out with a list of things that are just like, okay, so speakers need to be turned up. This needs to be changed. This needs to be flipped around. This wasn't set up right. Need to retest this thing. Why didn't this thing happen? We need to buy batteries.
Also, babies kept crying the whole time. What was up
They
with that?
really didn't like that. Maybe there's like a very high pitched hissing in that room.
I don't know, but the babies were just not having it
No,
today.
they were fussy. So fussy.
I think part of it is that they're babies. But
Well, except for Josh's little baby girl. She was chilling.
but she normally is.
Yeah,
She vibing anywhere. I don't know. It might have just been a new place and louder than normal, and so they're kind of freaking out.
I went to Jersey Mike's today for lunch.
Oh, really? How was that?
I mean, it's good. It's Jersey Mike's. It's yummy. But the line was so long. They had like
Really?
12 people back there making sandwiches. And it still took like 20 minutes before we could get our order taken. And there's only like 6 people in front of us.
I spent like
Those 6 people probably also ordered more than one sandwich.
yeah,
Probably.
but I spent like 10 minutes in line at Sam's Club to get food. At Sam's Club.
Sam's
Which,
Club.
I mean, it's better than Costco waiting 20 minutes after you put in your order.
Dude, I almost beat up a lady at Costco. Because me and Katie, we were going to go there. Oh, it was last Sunday. It was last Sunday. And because we just put in our order, and this lady, she's on her phone. Oh, thank you. You got listeners, you want to hear this?
I'm sure they really appreciate that. No, I appreciate that you're not going to sound like a clogged toilet. Oh, I showed the dogs. Gotta blur that.
Don't show them doggies.
I watched the last podcast, and I just watched the points where like you had to blur me. I'm so glad you actually did
That
it.
was
It's
so much
funny.
fun.
What?
I also blurred your plumber's crack during the scene where we were in the bath. Oh wait, no, that's for the next episode.
That's already out.
No, it comes out Monday.
It's coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's already out. But
yeah.
oh, that's right. So I can talk about it. When we were in the bathroom,
Don't ruin it for me, guys. I haven't seen it yet.
there's a good shot of both your feet and also your plumber's crack, and I blurred all of it. I spent like 15 minutes blurring things.
Are you
going
gonna be blurring your dogs?
I'm gonna blur my dogs.
Okay, good.
It's up to you.
Don't blur the do.
He asked for his dogs. Actually, I told him that his dogs need to be blurred. You can make up your own.
Look, if my dogs show,
You know what?
you can blur them, but if they're in the sock, it's fine.
I want this blurry mess to be on Reddit. So just take that one.
Well, anyway, I almost punched the lady because after we put in our order, she was on her phone and went to go complain to the lady that they didn't have their food yet. And the lady at the counter was like, well, do you have your receipt so I know what you need? And the lady was like, no. And I was like, well, then what did you order? She's like, I ordered pizza. And she's like, okay, well, I don't have any proof that you ordered that. And the lady was like on her phone talking to somebody else as well at the same time. It was the most horrendous thing. I almost just went over there and just slapped her.
See, I think I hear stories from mom about different things that people would do just back in the day. Just like there's this one story, which is I'm not condoning this at all, but it's like
I don't know what the story is,
you
but I'm
don't
gonna condone it.
you don't condone this one. Take that back.
Too late.
Okay,
been
so
said.
he was
stone.
It was I think it was our grandpa. Was it or great grandpa was in a bar.
Okay, I take it back.
And the bartender was like working, went into the office of the bar, shot his wife because he found out that she was cheating on him, and then walked back out like nothing happened. And everyone left the bar except for like grandpa or great grandpa or uncle or something, someone related to. And he just went, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. It scares the customers.
Yeah, like,
Took a shot of brandy.
We were actually at that bar last year.
I know, it's so weird.
We've been to that bar.
I've been to that bar like twice.
The lady lived though. She lived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
survived.
She was also pregnant.
That's right.
Her and the child lived. So it's okay, everyone. I hate that story because Mom would always tell it, not give the part where like she lives and the child lives. She's like,
I
well,
thought
she
she
was
did.
pregnant and her husband just shot her. And it's
Isn't
like,
that awful?
isn't
I'm like,
that? She wouldn't even say
Like,
that part to me. She'd
yeah.
just be like, "That's what happened."
Oh, she
I'm like,
said that to
oh,
me.
I'm horrified.
okay.
Granted, this is like Arizona, what, 50
Old
years
West.
ago?
Old West. Mildly, very much aggressive West.
Yeah, that was the inspiration for Mildly Aggressive West.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
going to
only-
start reading these emails because we have quite a few and I want to pepper them through the episode.
All right, go
Yep.
ahead. Hit us with this.
All right. This is addressed to Josiah, Seth, and Real Gabe.
Real Gabe.
All right, real Gabe.
Someone's paying
Let's
attention.
set the scene. You find yourself lost. Oh, this is from Sword Bro. Okay.
Sword Bro.
You find yourself lost in an IKEA, being led by a trail of Swedish meatballs. Reaching the end of the trail, you spot a lamp sitting on top of a frotorp. Frytorp.
What is that? Is that a
I
table,
don't
or-
know. Probably a table. I think it's all of the IKEA names, even if you can speak Swedish, like I can speak a little bit of Swedish, they're not like the appropriate names. They're not just like table, chair. It's like fruit basket, McGee, and it's a lamp. Anyway.
Okay, so fruit basket McGee.
Okay, Frotorp.
I hate this so much.
Oh, you can take the springs and pluck it and play it like a guitar. It's great.
Yeah, but my arm
Should
is
do
like
that.
basically in prison.
Okay, anyway. Upon further inspection, you notice a tag still attached to the shade. And it's not a name you recognize. You attempt to pronounce Vigmangus, probably failing. When the word is uttered, the lamp begins to levitate, now hovering up far above you until it explodes into a blinding light, now emerging from where the light bulb was, is a being of mediocre power. It says to you, you have successfully followed the path left for you. As your reward, I shall grant you more of anything you imagine to put into a less brain-damaged way. What's something you wish you had more of?
Hey, can I pause? Sword Bro, why? Just
I
ask
enjoyed
us the classic genie 3 wishes, you each get 1.
See, I enjoy this simply because that whole story frustrated Seth.
Immensely frustrated me.
Seth
thought
was like
this was-
waiting for
I-
it to go somewhere.
The problem is, I thought this was going to go somewhere interesting and cool and be like, this is a unique situation. It's like, oh no, it's just genie. It's just genie, but
Yeah,
one
pretty
wish.
much.
No, but what do you wish you had more of? So that
Women.
means you already have it.
Seth?
What? Oh yeah, I'm married.
What?
I don't know what you guys want.
Bigger knife
Here's the
collection.
thing. Something you want more of. So it has to be something you already have.
Like I have a
Money.
bunch of knives. I want a bunch more.
You know what? I'll take more Ford Rangers. Just have a fleet of Ford Rangers.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
So
could sell
here's the
them.
arrangement. I will be able to like give some of my collection of knives to Josiah, and I get to keep one of the Ford Rangers.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm gonna have a lot of money. I'll
You
take-
just said money, but here's the thing. Ford Rangers are gonna hold their value more than cash.
I'm
That's
investing in
probably
gold, my
true.
man. Gold and Bitcoin and slave labor.
Like
Hey, you
It-
can't be competing against our chocolate sponsor.
it's true, but also
I won't.
probably all his clothes are made using slave labor.
Better believe it.
In Vietnam.
What's odd is I had
We
a
won.
similar conversation. I had a
There's
conversation.
slave labor for us now. We won.
I don't think we won.
I had a conversation with a coworker like a week ago, trying to explain to him that you can't get away from slavery, and he's like, "Oh, it's terrible. You need to like limit your exposure." I'm like, "Granted, yeah, I don't really support slave labor, but also because of how the world is, it's impossible not to, at some way, benefit from slave labor. And he's like, what? That's ridiculous. I'm like, there's so many products that you don't even have an idea of where the stuff comes from.
That toothpaste you be drinking, slave labor, baby.
Here's the thing,
The materials in your phone mined out using slave labor, probably.
Child labor.
100% slave
Yeah,
labor.
so it's just like, I understand it's terrible. I get that. But he got so bent out of shape about the fact that I brought that up that he just could not handle it.
Okay. The genie has a response.
The genie can't lick my do
Your dogs.
He says, really? I mean, if that's what you want. Also, I lied. I can't grant that. Later.
I kill him. He died.
This isn't
Roll
D&D.
for hit. Alexa, roll a d20.
I was about to pull out my phone.
You need 17.
Okay, here's dice bag. Rolled 1d20 and got 10.
Ah, you failed.
Speaking of D&D,
When are we?
Seth rented a movie called Dungeons and Dragons, and it was really good.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
I rented 2 movies, Dungeons and Dragons and 65 Million Years Ago, which is a movie about Adam Driver fighting dinosaurs.
Was that any good?
If Seth can lay
okay.
eggs, does that mean he has female organs?
I can lay
What?
eggs?
I don't know. I don't know.
If Seth can lay eggs, yes. But
I don't know if...
I cannot lay eggs.
unless he's a platypus, then I think it's the other way around.
No, I don't think so.
Are periods just when human women lay eggs that aren't fertilized?
Yes, literally.
What about chickens?
So those are chicken periods.
Yeah, chickens.
Yeah,
are periods.
we eat chicken periods.
Why isn't Katie a voice actor?
Because
who asked that?
she isn't-
Unknown Hatter. And also, I know now that it is not Ethan because Ethan wouldn't spell Katie like that. Katy.
Cat.
Not Ethan. You've been ratted out, Hatter.
So
We're a little closer.
There's weird stuff in my water. For some reason.
here's the thing. Katie could become a voice actor, but that would also require her to go that direction.
It also requires her to have self-confidence.
She has a little
That
bit
is
of
not
that.
a big roast.
No. But I have to
What was
defend
that
my wife.
sound? Gabe, what was that?
That was me.
Oh, that was
That was me.
I would expect
How
that
did you
sound
make
from me too, but
How
that
did
wasn't
you
me.
make that sound while you were talking? How do you do that? I have to pause.
Let's do it again. Oh, my stomach just makes noises and it travels up.
I mean, yeah, but I can't do that while I'm talking.
Oh, I do it all the time when I'm talking.
I have this ongoing joke telling Seth to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Except
Anyway,
it's not a joke, it's serious.
Katie,
He just thinks it's
If
funny.
you're listening to this, please have some more self-confidence because the world needs your talents. Like
She actually
your
does
ability,
listen sometimes.
your ability to play the bass. We need a bass player on the worship team, please. Please.
Yeah.
Please. We're gonna
Oh,
have
she has a new work
subwoofers.
schedule.
Is she gonna be off Wednesdays?
No. But she's only going to do 8-hour work shifts and she's going to get off at 3:30.
Ooh.
Wait, if she's
Can I have her
working
job?
8-hour shifts and she gets off at... Okay, yeah, that's normal. In my
Yeah.
mind, I was like, wait a minute.
She's going to be at work at 7.
Oh, that's pretty good. How do you feel about leather suspenders and a floral dress shirt?
It depends on who's wearing
Is
it.
the shirt over the suspenders?
No. The suspenders are over the shirt.
So I
Yeah.
guess it's not a Hawaiian shirt. It'd probably be something kind of like this print, but a dress shirt.
Yeah.
See,
There's palm trees on my shirt.
leather suspenders are cool and all.
This outfit sounds like something
But I'd have
Andy
to
would
make
wear.
You have
Probably.
to conceptualize what are suspenders and what are dress shirts. You know, you have to put them in order. You can't just put on the suspenders first, then they'll rub against your skin. And
I feel like
that's
this is-
that's a
This
eatable
argument
manga.
that you're making up is so dumb that I feel like we need another Jordan Peterson impersonator to do Jordan Peterson talking about how dumb your argument is.
You know what else? You know what else is suspenders?
What?
Showing the dogs again.
My middle school teachers.
They would wear suspenders?
No, they wear suspenders.
They wore suspenders?
Yeah, They suspended kids all the time.
I like how you two look like little boys compared to me on the camera.
Well, Gabe is slouching.
I'm slouching.
And
I'm
Actually, a little bit
chillaxing.
too. Sit up.
Oh, this actually
up, everyone.
fixes so many issues with our like headspace, like the camera
I just look short.
framing. This fixes
on.
so many problems. Also, my back doesn't hurt as much.
Yes, this is my
How long have
true
you
height.
had that hat, Gabe?
I've had this hat for probably 2 months, and I love/hate it.
Can you move
Oh,
your mic up?
Probably not.
No, you literally just take it and just. There you go. That's not the worst. It is like the cheapest version of those stands you can buy, though. So, if you see one of those stands,
Beautiful.
don't immediately hate it. What is
like
Josiah drinking? Sin juice.
All the time.
Constantly. All of the alcohols I drink.
Next question.
Vodka. Blue raspberry vodka.
Nice.
Where is Gronk's Bugatti?
Because
Because
I forgot. Yeah, he was supposed to be like Andrew Tate.
No.
I don't know. Where is Gronk's Bugatti?
I don't know.
Although I saw a recent interview with Andrew Tate because he got released from prison. Man looks disheveled. And it's amazing.
He was never in prison.
Yes, he was.
He was arrested for like
He was held in prison
12
for a
hours.
while. No. He like went to prison for a little while, or at least was in holding for like several weeks. Like the last few months.
Did he like?
Jamie, can we get a fact check on that one?
Jamie, can we? No, I'm telling
need
you
a
because
producer.
I saw this clip from this new interview.
He
This
does
lady-
look disheveled.
This lady
As
from the
of
BBC
recently.
came in and was asking him questions and stuff, and he tried to ask her a question, and she was like, "That's not how an interview works. I ask you the questions."
It's fine.
And he was like, "You need to understand. I am the most dangerous man in the world. I am the most dangerous man in the world."
Why would you say that? Why would you say that? You know who can say that? Bin Laden. Not you, Andrew.
Well, he's not dangerous because he's dead.
Dead.
He's like, "You need to understand. This is a conversation. This is not an interview. This is a conversation. We're having a conversation right now, and I'm going to ask you questions, and you're going to respect me and answer them."
You know why
Kinda
he,
stupid.
he recently said like the whole reason why he like is the way he is, and he says it's because a girl didn't like go to the dance with him, and I'm like, oh, you're a beta. You are an insecure beta, Andrew.
That's beautiful.
That,
Anyway.
that explains a lot.
Unknown Hatter says, I'm going to give you a hint on who I am, but first, a magic trick. And then he sent a picture of his nose.
I just need to understand.
This is Eli's nose.
How do you know? That does not look
at
like
that.
He has no mustache. Eli has a mustache.
I'm sure that's a nose. I'm pretty sure those are eyeballs.
Eli does have a mustache.
That's not Eli. And also, I immediately do not care who you are anymore because he said, "First a magic trick," and I don't care anymore.
Okay. Don't be
Who
so
do you
rude.
think you are? You think you're like some kind of? You think you're a Batman villain?
I think I might know who this is.
Who is it?
I'm gonna hold that for a while. I'm gonna hold that for a second. I'm gonna hold back that information.
Who
I'm
has a
gonna
nose
verify.
that white and small?
Like, I have my own thoughts, but I'm like pretty sure I'm wrong.
Can I see the
so
nose again?
I'm not gonna bother.
That sentence. I don't know what the magic trick was. So, Unknown Hatter, tell me what the magic trick is. But I don't think you're gonna be able
Zoom
to get it.
out.
I can't. That's
Alexa, zoom out.
Zoom is not supported for this content on this device.
Darn.
Shucks.
Next question.
That is it.
You said we had a bunch.
I read you 5.
Yeah, but I think a bunch is just like 10 at least.
It's more than 3.
I told people to email us skit ideas.
A ton is over 10.
Because like we need. I got one idea, man. This is the first idea I've had in weeks, and I had it this morning at church.
That's the best
And
place.
it's one of us. I was thinking Josiah should be a king, and then the other two are jesters trying to entertain the king. So because one of us is on the chopping block, there's too many jesters. The kingdom has to make some cuts.
Okay.
Someone's gotta die.
Hold on. I need props for this.
Oh, Josiah has props. I just told him this idea, and he already has prop ideas.
I don't think I have a crown.
Because he's got croutons. Do we get to eat
But I do have
croutons?
a
I'm
snack.
hungry. I'm hungry for some
I
croutons.
bought these like a year ago,
Well, when do they expire?
and I haven't opened them.
Oh yeah. Josiah
So
had to replace his croutons because Seth
I
murdered
murdered.
his croutons.
Seth took my knife and stabbed my
He
freaking croutons. I had to buy new
got
croutons.
a new knife. It was
And
really
also-
cool. I wanted to try it out, so I stabbed the bag of croutons.
Anyone who watches my stream on Twitch, I'm sorry that this is the first time it gets opened. It is on the podcast and not on stream, but also I don't care.
That also means go and watch his streams if you're not aware of his streams.
Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description.
Heard.
Look, y'all just gotta like get your act together, and then y'all can have a gaming YouTube channel.
Yeah, Seth,
Can
didn't
put
you
on
know
the-
I stream?
Actually, y'all can
I'm a
come over.
VTuber.
I was about to say, are you a cam girl?
Y'all can
Yes.
come over, and we can play games together.
We should do that.
Actually, we can play like Mario Kart and stuff if y'all would give me money.
Yes.
We only need like $200.
How about this? After the trip, we can play into that
Yeah.
Okay.
because
But we can also just like get a game for PC and just
We
all
can play
sit around.
Overcooked. I have Overcooked.
Yeah, but we could even do like single player games and just all be there and
do you
Honestly,
have,
this setup would work. I just
um,
put like TV over there and
Yeah, we could do a Game Grump style where like two of us are just talking while the other guy's like raging.
yeah.
we could do that too. Let us
When
know
did
if
those
you want
expire?
that.
Can you let me know when those?
If you
December of this year, I think. Yeah.
Hey, they're still good.
Nope. December 6th, 2022. Last year.
oh, that means they're perfect.
But they haven't been open.
Throw me some soul, brother.
Like the
You haven't
croutons
earned
are
it, Jester.
croutons are already stale. So if they just get more stale,
Let's go
aren't
into the
they
bit.
just more of a crouton?
They do taste bad though.
Oh, okay.
I've eaten several handfuls of stale croutons.
I want to
before.
know the oldest crouton in existence. I'm almost positive
Look
it's
under
in
a
Pompeii.
refrigerator, and there's gonna be like a crouton from like 12 years ago.
I was thinking crouton from Fan Force 5. He might be the oldest crouton.
I was thinking about a loaf of bread in the city of Pompeii.
Just preserved. That I mean, I'm pretty sure they're like stone now, like fossilized. But you know,
Like,
yeah.
I would classify it as a crouton.
You know, all of Pompeii is just beef jerky and croutons.
Yes, yes, that is the city of Pompeii. Is beef jerky, or just
city of-
jerky and croutons.
Okay. Let's get into the bit.
I'm totally bringing that into the skit.
Jester!
Yes,
Oh, I farted.
Jester!
Yes.
That is disgusting. Big Jester. Little Jester, entertain me.
Wow, my lord, have you considered the birds of the field and how they just kind of eat whatever they wish? That is absurd. They don't even have to plant anything. They're stealing from you, sire.
General, kill the birds.
Hey, King.
Yes, Big Jester.
I was out in the market yesterday, and this lady tried to talk to a man. It's a crime.
That is hilarious, Big Jester.
My lord,
Do I get a crouton?
Not yet, Big Jester.
Oh, no.
my lord,
Yes, small Jester.
the Franks, they think they can fight us in a war.
Is it a naval war or a land war?
They believe they can attack us through the land. Thing is, we're on an island. What are they gonna do? Make more land?
We are British. Jester. Jester, what is your pay?
My pay so far this month has been 1 mouse.
Big Jester, what is your pay?
My pay? Well, you see, last time I got paid, I got flogged, and my screams were my food.
Treasurer, can we afford such payment in this current economic crisis that we are currently experiencing over the globe because of the war in Poland? No, we cannot. Jesters,
Whoa.
Yeah.
I will give a crouton. A singular crouton to the jester who I think is the funniest.
I need it, Sire.
Jester! Small jester! Control yourself.
Okay.
Calm yourself. You must prove yourself in the combat of wits and comedy and drama. Big Jester,
Yeah, King.
give me your finest in the comedics.
Yes, Lord King. I shall sing you the funniest song I know. Boom, 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 boom. There's a king in this land who has a funny hat. He likes to hop around and be a bunny rabbit. He is the king, but he eats little grassies. He is just a little boy, but he's the king. He's a funny fellow. I hope he doesn't kill me. This song is made for him, 'cause he is my buddy-o.
Big Jester, that was the funniest song I've ever heard. You have a good chance in gaining yourself a prime, crisp, Texas toast seasoned crouton.
What's a Texas?
I think it's an adjective. For big.
Oh.
Small Jester,
Ooh, yes.
give me your finest hee-hee and hoo-hoo comedic joke.
Okay. I will tell you the story of the widow and the fisherman. One day, there's a fisherman. Oddly enough, he only fished in the fishing well. I know, weird. And so while he had his line in the well fishing for fish, a widow came up and asked for water. The fisherman at the fishing well was like, "Ma'am, the only way you're going to get water out of this well is if I can squeeze it out of a fish." And so the kind lady said, "Okay." And so she jumped into the fishing well. She ended up landing on that hook and was used as bait to catch a whale. That whale is indeed his mother.
Tell us of your mother joke!
My mother's a whale.
Your mother is a whale, according to the legend of this small jester.
Ish.
I have a story about your mother.
No.
That's not fair, King.
You had your opportunity to insult small jester's mother with your own joke. We must be fair.
What if we do 2 jokes?
I think this bit is too long for 2 jokes. I think we need to wrap it up.
Okay, King.
The king is wise.
Yeah. Who gets the crouton?
The man who will receive the crouton will become the jester for the rest of his life. The one who does not receive the crouton will die.
Oh, no.
But not this crouton.
Oh, man.
This crouton.
That one.
The crouton of fate.
Oh, man.
The crouton of destiny.
I don't want to die. My mother's a whale. It takes a lot of money to feed her.
You need more than a crouton to feed that one.
She's on a diet. It's okay. She'll be fine.
Small Jester.
Oh, yes.
What is your daily intake of food?
Well, yesterday I ate the tail of the mouse I got last week.
Big Jester.
Yes.
How much do you eat?
Well, the other day, a lady abandoned her child at the orphanage, and I ate that.
Good, good. You are decreasing the surplus population. Not even a recruiter from the military could use an orphan. And you have found a use for an orphan.
Yeah.
You are resourceful.
Yeah.
You get a crouton.
Yes! Oh!
That was a funny bit. I feel like Gabe deserves a crouton at this point.
Nice big one.
Okay,
That's for Gabe.
am I still the Jester when I receive this?
No.
No, you dead.
Oh.
I mean, you can do the Jester receiving a crouton because I'm sure someone wants to see it. Gabe's gonna give himself brain damage. Good thing that scalp isn't real.
These are really good.
They are good. They're so good. It's so hot in this office. Yeah, that's why I don't eat too many. You gotta saturate the croutons with your spit. Drink water. Seth is dying. I'm concerned.
You
Drink water. Drink water.
Good.
No, actually drink water. We'll come back. Yeah, I eat croutons at work all the time. I know how they work. They're sneaky.
Why can't we have one normal podcast? Why does Seth have to spit up all over the place? This is literally the second one in a row where Seth has to spit up.
Did you see the snot?
Yes. I'm.
I don't think the podcast can hear him, but he's laughing. He's laughing his head off out there. Oh my gosh.
I am mildly disturbed.
Oh my gosh. You did not just say that.
Say what?
Honestly, croutons get sneaky on you. And you couldn't handle it.
That reminds me, years ago when we were kids,
Oh my gosh.
it's Thanksgiving Day, and Seth went on to explain to everybody that you have to sneak up on the food before you eat it, or else the turkey will get away. Do you remember that?
He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dying out here.
Does anyone else sneak up on their food, or is it just Seth?
I sneak up on my food. But usually because my food's on other people's plates. Don't eat sushi around me. I will steal.
That is true.
Almost always, I will steal. The only people I won't steal from are short women, because they get feisty. They get real mad when you steal their sushi, and I can't handle that.
My senses are clearer than they've been in weeks.
All right, Seth.
We've done it. We've cured Seth. It only took croutons absolutely violating his nasal passages.
All right, so here's what happened.
Crouton choked him out.
No, he just gave himself a reverse netipot.
I did, but I was eating the crouton and I breathed in, and just the crouton dust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then you have the audacity to say, "I eat croutons at work all the time. I know how they work."
They sneak up on you.
Like like it takes a degree. You're just like, I know how the croutons work. Don't you worry.
No,
Crouton
if you eat enough croutons and you don't drink water, you will figure out that it's a problem. You need to
How
chug
many
water after eating croutons.
Have you consumed more croutons than I have? I'm fat.
Probably. I eat at least 5 croutons a day.
I haven't had a crouton in like years.
And then there's my
except for
streams
just
where it used to be I would eat at least 5 handfuls of croutons each stream.
Dude, you've definitely had more croutons than me.
Yeah,
How
I
can you
love
do that?
croutons.
Croutons are kind of gross.
No,
Those
they're
are
delicious.
good. Those are delicious.
And also the last stream I did where I ate croutons, they were very much expired and stale and they were bad. And I choked a lot on that one.
That's just the funniest thing. I eat croutons
I know
at work
how
all the
they
time.
work.
I know how they work.
No.
I know how they work. Why'd you have to say that when I was drinking water, man? But also, thank you, because my headache is gone.
I think your
It's like the
body went to
Kool-Aid.
fight or flight mode. You're like, I actually will die here.
It's like the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid just completely like reset our bodies.
Tune in for next week when we choke on something else.
Speaking of Kool-Aid. Okay, when we were done, you were like, I don't understand how there was like how you dripped Kool-Aid all over the place.
Yeah.
I edited it and I was watching very closely on what you did. You walked out of this room with your tongue out.
Did I?
You got up like and walked all the way to the bathroom like that.
Dude, from the point when I stood up to when I finally got water on my tongue, I like blacked out. I don't remember a thing.
It's so funny. It was so funny. Oh man.
No,
Also, I
but
trimmed my
seriously-
beard.
Seriously, what are we choking on next week?
Hopefully nothing.
Are you
Well, we can
ghost?
get that dog ice cream.
What?
No. Okay, so we
Pup
found
cups?
we found ice cream for dogs as treats at Walmart. And my idea was that whenever we get like a substantial amount of subscribers on our podcast, that we would purchase said ice cream and eat it for them. But like when I mean substantial subscribers, I mean like what, 1,000? Like at least 1,000?
That's a lot.
Kind of.
Wait.
Like it is a lot,
Okay,
but
if we have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, that means we can get sponsorships.
precisely.
So that's a good goal.
So everybody subscribe, so we can entertain you for the future.
Yeah.
Whoa, the light's changing.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. What's it doing?
I thought you did that.
I'm doing something. I turned it on
Josiah's
flow
doing
mode.
witchcraft. Josiah, you got stop.
I'm witching over here. Speaking of witchcraft, Katie West has performed some witchcraft.
In the form of making sandwiches.
No. In the form of making our mother like coffee. Successfully making our mother like coffee. Did she tell you about this?
No.
No, she
Our
didn't tell me
mother-
about it either.
Our mother drank a cup of coffee yesterday.
With 90% milk?
50, and she wanted more coffee. Guys,
I'm gonna,
you don't
I'm gonna see Katie
understand.
West later this week, but I'll have to like.
You don't understand, guys. Our mom hates coffee
She's
like it is
65.
actually the devil.
In 60 years of living, could not handle the coffee.
And she drank a cup and wanted more coffee in it.
Where was this?
This was at the Five Foundations workshop,
Okay.
but I think it had been like a week-long thing with our mother and Katie West doing
She's
inner healing, not actual witchcraft.
and not.
Inner healing.
She got enough inner healing to enjoy coffee.
Yes. because Katie was so upset that she was like, "No, we're gonna fix this. Why do you not like coffee? What happened? What trauma?" And they figured it out, and they did all the things, did all the therapies, and now our mother can enjoy coffee.
Jennifer threatened me with doing ministry on me because I'm afraid of heights.
She did that to Nanny too.
She was like,
Afraid of
I
heights or
need-
afraid of falling off of them?
falling off of them.
Okay, fair.
Because she was like, I need help with stuff in the attic. And I was like, I'd love to help you, but I can't do ladders, man.
I don't like ladders either.
I just can't do it.
That's how it
And
was.
she was like, I will do ministry on you right now.
Like, that's how it was whenever I was helping Poppy when I first moved here.
Yeah.
Because I hated going on top of ladders and going to attics. And then after doing it like 5 times, I was just like, yeah, it's just a thing.
I just don't like ladders. I've been up
I
ladders
just don't like
plenty of
attics.
My problem
Attics
is
suck.
I'm fat, so I always feel like I'm going to break whatever I'm climbing
times.
onto.
I always feel like I'm gonna break whatever I'm climbing up onto.
You're tiny.
I know.
I'm
He's a chungus.
I'm 260, 250.
Dang.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
Yeah, right? Like, I thought every time I'm on the scale, I'm like, it's going to be like 300. And it's like 260.
No, I'm 160.
I was 280 for a while.
I'm probably in the ballpark of 180-ish. I think that's what I'm at.
180, 190, depending on how much poop you got in you.
You know what? You know, if we just flush my system, I'm sure I'd be like 80 pounds again.
You know, every time I look at like what the BMI scale, it says that I should be 190 pounds.
That's no. BMI is so dumb.
See, you just have a... Okay, here's the thing. That'd be true if you had a more narrow bone structure. You don't have that. You have a bone structure that says, I'm a linebacker and I'm gonna crush the quarterback. That's your bone structure.
I'm a Viking, man. I
Yeah.
will crush my enemy. Look,
Well, here's the thing.
brother, come on down.
Seth, look at the camera.
Sorry, I was looking. Brother, come on down to the WWE, and we'll throw down. I'll take you, and I will make you into next week's breakfast, brother.
Viking Seth.
Speaking of breakfast, I'm hungry.
I want a Taco Bell.
Gabe tried to
Actually,
take
I
us to a
don't.
breakfast place yesterday,
No.
Yeah.
and
What breakfast place?
One that has great food but terrible music.
just a terrible atmosphere. Just
Seth left there without getting a table.
I was trying so I was like, I'll just deal with it. I'm just gonna.
What were they playing? Like
the
Blake
food-
Shelton?
No,
They're
rap.
They're playing
Like-
like the worst of the
Most
worst.
absurd rap, not censored in any kind of way. So it's just N-word, talking about sex.
N-word.
Straight up N-word.
Straight up N-word, and then just like talking about sex very explicitly and body parts and killing people and just I was like,
Keep
I
in
can't-
mind-
and it was
Blah, blah.
really loud.
Half the
really
people there
loud.
were old people too. So it was very much like, what is going
What
on?
was this place?
It's called Early Bird Breakfast Pub.
Yeah.
And the food there is fantastic. The first time I went there,
So if
they were
you-
playing, I think, like 90s pop, and it wasn't that bad. But yeah, this last time they were playing probably the worst music I've heard in my life.
And
That's
tried
really
so-
interesting.
So then we went to Cedars, and that kind of sucked.
Cedars.
Yeah, it's on the same level as WAP. WAP was the kind of music they were playing.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about Cedars. I was
No,
like, how
no,
is
no.
Cedars
WAP.
comparable to WAP?
No, Cedars, on the other hand, was...
It was like Rosie Joe's or just any like.
No, Rosie Joe's
Diner.
is better.
Really, I thought it was the same.
See, the reason why Rosie Joe's is probably better is their prices are like half the price.
Well, it was actually pretty cheap.
Are you sure? 'Cause
Yeah.
They charged a lot for that waffle.
Probably too much for that waffle. That
A
was a
lot.
crappy waffle.
They charged like $8
No, it
for
wasn't.
a waffle.
Actually,
It was like $8.
It takes like 12 cents to make a waffle.
Yeah, but my pancakes were.
I was
pretty
expecting like 2 waffles, and I was expecting them to be like really good, and they were
Subpar.
Ego?
an Eggo would have been better actually.
Oh, yikes.
2 Eggos would have been better than their one. Waffle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now,
My headache is back.
Dad's waffles.
Okay, Poppy's waffles
Better
are
is
the best
one
waffles.
of your waffles. Better is one of your pancakes.
Better is one of your cinnamon rolls
than 1,000 elsewhere.
Like that is true. I've not had.
We've never sung that before, but we're both like, yep, cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the
They're
only
so
three
good.
breakfast things he makes. But still.
That's not true, but those are the best ones.
Yeah.
Well, we
Every
weren't going to say
Christmas-
chorizo eggs. There's too many.
Better is chorizo, better is chorizo, better is chorizo in my eggs. Watch out, world. A breakfast wrap is coming your way.
And not the, like, burrito kind.
I like the song.
R.A.P..
So our dad makes cinnamon rolls every Thanksgiving and Christmas,
Hallelujah.
and usually waffles at, around the same time.
Dude, we had venison burgers like 2 years ago, and those were fantastic.
Venison burgers.
Yeah, it was like Christmas Eve, and your dad made venison burgers.
I remember
Was I there?
Oh,
Maybe not.
you may have
It
not
might have been
at
in
this
Kentucky. It might have been the one year you went there.
Was it the time when you guys went to the Ark?
one. I think it was a time with
I think so.
with Ethan. Yeah.
This time we went to
Yeah,
the
that's
Ark.
the time I got convinced to stay home
You
and
got-
work.
You know, remember
You got
when
the short
Allie
end of the
was
stick.
literally willing to pay you to come with us,
Yes.
and you still, and it was the worst Christmas you ever had in your life.
The worst.
Yeah.
My Christmas Eve was having a
We don't have to go.
battle with overgrown children, and then being not even trying at a card game, but just winning, and then getting multiple cups of water poured on my head for being too good at this game.
Yeah, we don't have to get into that.
And it wasn't like it wasn't people just your age. It was people that were older
Twice
than
my
you.
age.
Okay, here's the thing. That story, that experience is the exact reason why my attitude with work has always been I am willing to quit to go on vacation.
That's
Yeah.
why that's my attitude towards it now as well. Ever since that experience, I was like,
No
I think
way
I
working
think any
is worth
job
it.
that doesn't value you as a worker enough to allow you to enjoy your own family, you should not work for. And I understand there's some like exceptions because businesses need to run, they need employees to work.
you know what?
I get that.
No,
Not
they
during
don't.
Christmas week.
During Christmas week, all businesses just close. I don't care. I don't care.
I agree, but some places don't need that because there's plenty of people that don't care
Okay,
about
here's
Christmas.
Here's the solution. For a 1 week, Walmart hires like every Muslim in an area to work during Christmas week,
That's hilarious.
and then us
Or Jehovah's Witness. They don't
or
celebrate
whoever
Christmas.
else
Do
doesn't.
the Muslims even the Muslims? Do they even have a winter holiday?
Probably.
Like,
They probably celebrate Kwanzaa.
I don't think so. Do they?
I would love to go to
Okay.
Africa and ask people what Kwanzaa is and just watch them be like, what?
Okay.
believe
Do
it or
they
not.
celebrate like reverse Hanukkah where they like put out a candle every night?
This will be the truth one day.
Okay.
You get an
reached our 98%. We got to cut it with the Islam.
So
Okay, good,
saw,
because I was about to make something.
I saw an
worse.
interview recently with the president of Uganda, and this lady was like, "The leader of the Ugandan LGBT community would like to meet with you," and he was like, "No." He was like, "Nope,
Nope.
nope,
Nah.
yeah, just nope."
I just got an amazing idea.
Oh boy.
What if we move the podcast and studio into the new church building?
We'd have to get permission from
Josh.
Nah.
But do you think Josh would actually be chill with having like a studio in the church? I think he'd be
I
chill
think
with
he'd
that.
be
place we
okay
could
with
put
it.
where it'd
Yeah,
be-
there is. I mean, that private office.
Okay, yeah. we
There's
could do the
plenty of
private
room
office.
to do it. The problem is getting that spot reserved for that purpose, and then knowing full well that it's not going to be just our podcast. It's going to turn into a place where Josh would probably even do his podcast.
Well,
'cause
yeah.
See
he
if it
does
does
one.
it again. Josh, what happened to your podcast?
He's busy.
Wait,
He's a busy man.
No, he doesn't do his podcast anymore.
Oh,
We should take over his podcast.
No.
We
That'd
should
be a
like,
terrible
hey
idea."
guys, we're gonna read scripture today.
that
guys."
is not scripture.
all right, guys. We're gonna
The scripture of the
got scripture. We're gonna teach about
we have writings.
Of Nephi, and it came to pass that they did appoint priests and teachers throughout all the land over all the churches. And now it came to pass that after Helman and his brethren had appointed priests and teachers over the churches, that arose a decision among them, and they would not give heed to the words of Helman and his brethren, but they grew
Which
proud.
were
I swear, if you pour that on me, I will hit you in the face with this book.
put the book over there and then pour the water on the book. No. Don't ruin the book because
I
it's
love
too
the Book
funny.
of Mormon because it just goes into circles.
It never gives you actually valuable information.
It just keeps going to circles.
But guys,
Okay.
Reminds
no.
me of anime.
The Book of Mormon is like how I wrote stories when I was 12.
the Book of Mormon is a Christian OVA.
Yes.
Book of Mormon is Christian fan fiction.
Yeah. Not a good one though. I much
yeah.
prefer.
Yeah, there needs to be more love stories. Bad fan
Yeah.
fiction.
There's
no one to shit.
What's a good Christian fan fiction out there? Besides, people always
Bible
try-
Man?
Yes. I was gonna say people always try to ship Jesus and Mary Magdalene.
There's something.
That is the thing. Yeah.
It's weird. Stop
There's
it.
this manga/anime that I heard of, but I haven't been able to find it. I'm sure for good reason. But it was, I think it's called like Saints Young Men, and it was like Jesus Christ and Buddha were roommates in Japan.
Yes.
And I'm like, I want to see this because that sounds hilarious.
Oh my gosh. The
it's
like
probably awful, but
religion like crossover stories and stuff that I see skits are always so funny. I love them so much.
I love them, but also hate them because they often get details of all the religions very wrong.
Yeah, because they're all agnostic.
yeah, it's usually made by people that don't
believe
believe
in
in
any-
God.
One time I did a teaching on, so
Same.
you know the coexist sign? One time I did a teaching on every single religion that's in the coexist sign.
Yes.
Like you did separate teachings for each of the religions,
No, it's
or
just one teaching where I kind of did an overview of all of them and what are the differences between them and why Christianity is the best.
Well, here's the problem. Even if you were like not picking a side, like let's say you were an atheist and you were just comparing them all. An atheist should be able to observe all these religions and realize they don't get along.
Not
Like,
only do they not get along,
can't
but some
coexist.
are easily better than others.
So here's the thing.
Oh, that's up for debate, but I also
No.
I actually I saw this on TikTok. It was this guy is like, he was like a hippie like in the 70s, and he saw all this like Jesus movement going on, right? And he was like, well, let's see what all the religions have and we'll deduce logically which one's the best one. And so he's like, okay. Buddhism is like, okay, yeah, we got Buddha and I don't know Buddhism. We got all this stuff. And it's like,
Buddhas.
okay, so you do this to get to heaven. But also there's this Jesus guy. He's also a way to heaven.
Yeah, I saw this TikTok.
Yeah. And then the Muslims, pretty similar thing. They're like, yeah, our guy was right. Muhammad was right. But also this guy Jesus, he was also right. He wasn't the Christ, but he was right. He was correct on his
Yeah, they
things.
believe he was a prophet.
He was a true prophet guy. Jews are even recognize him as a prophet.
Some of them.
Some of them. Woke Jews.
Woke Jews.
woke Jews.
That should be our new
and
podcast
then
name.
Christians are like, so we got this guy, is Jesus. Only one. No other. No. Just Jesus.
Like Christianity is basically supposed to be the rebirth of the Jewish nation, essentially, right?
Yes.
That's basically what it's supposed to be.
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
So if you think about it, we just need to get the Jews on board. Be like, hey, listen, I know you're waiting for the Christ, but he already came and you killed him. Which don't get me wrong, it ended up being a good thing.
Good job.
Good job on murder.
Good job.
Thanks for the murder.
You murdered the Christ.
Much appreciated. Now I can be saved.
No, I can be saved.
Good job, Judas. Much appreciated.
What?
Pat on the back, Judas.
Dude,
Oh.
I'm waiting to do communion at church so I could call everyone Judas and Peter.
Dude, all the people that like hate on Judas for betraying Jesus, I want to like look them in the eye and be like, if Judas didn't do what he did, the prophecies wouldn't have been fulfilled, and the Christ wouldn't have been there.
Even better to say to them is like, oh, so you never betrayed the Christ? You never betrayed Jesus? You never
Yeah,
True.
that's a fair point.
you never did that?
We could. Katie West could probably talk for a day about Judas.
Yeah.
She
She's
loves
a little-
that man.
She's a little over about that Judas man.
But yeah, Judas gets a bunch of he gets a lot of crap for like for existing or have been existed.
I mean, I feel
English.
like Thomas gets a worse rap than
Doubting
Judas.
Thomas.
He doubted one time.
It was like,
One
it was
time.
like, hey, Jesus. Yeah, Josiah beat Thomas.
Okay.
Hey, remember Jesus?
Yeah.
I'm Peter, by the way.
I don't know this story.
He came back to lie. Wait, did Peter tell him? It was Peter, or was it John? Peter, John? One of those. Hey, Jesus, he came back to life. He came back.
Nah,
gonna have
no
to-
way,
No,
man.
he's
They
right.
just stole the body. I don't believe it until I see it. I completely doubt that.
He's right there.
Ah!
Here's the thing though. If you look at the scripture, I guess you could also say that Peter doubted because there's multiple times in which he was like, "I don't know, Jesus," and Jesus is like, "Get over yourself."
Hey, what was that? Wasn't it Peter that was the word projected Jesus 3 times?
Denied Jesus
Denied
three
Jesus
times
3 times?
because of the.
Don't do that. It's gonna be a pain in the butt.
I need to give Gabe more
he did
audio.
it 3 times. 3 times, and he's not rejecting Peter.
Yep.
He's got the freaking keys to the pearly gates, man.
But Thomas over here, we had higher expectations of Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah.
I wonder what Thomas is doing up in heaven. He's
We
just
don't
like,
we don't call
"Aw."
Judas like murdering Judas. Judas. That's
jealous Judas. Conniving Judas.
To Judas.
Yeah.
Judas is a carrot.
I was really expecting more of a
Judas
more
is
of
a
a
carrot.
reaction.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said et tu Judas.
I don't know what that means.
Oh my gosh.
I think he pooped himself.
No. Have you heard of okay. I feel like Seth killed my brain.
Oh, Seth, whatever you're doing.
I believe it's et tu Brutus, right?
Et tu Brutus.
Or I
What does it
I
mean?
probably used the wrong. Okay, so Julius Caesar.
Oh,
It's part of the. It's at least part of the play that Shakespeare wrote, if not actually what he said. Whenever he was getting stabbed, it's like, you too.
he was
You're
like,
also doing this to me.
Oh. Okay. I don't speak Latin.
I don't speak
That's not
gay.
the point. Is that it's
I also haven't read Shakespeare, so
Okay.
I didn't.
I haven't
notice.
read gay.
look. I went
Shakespeare
to
was so gay, bro.
I went to
Boy
a
rage.
private school that taught us a lot of the classics, and
He
then-
got educated.
so like
I went to private school.
I tried going.
My school is more private than yours.
I tried going to college, and I went into that, and we did English literature classics for the first class, and classics were I guess classics were a different definition in college because I've never heard of any of these, and they were like written in the 70s. like half like
liberal propaganda.
they really were, because one of them was about like Vietnam soldier veterans that were like going out and raping women, and they're like, yeah, it's an American classic. I'm like, no, it's not. I've never heard of this.
You know, Vietnam rape.
They're like, yeah, this is a classic. I'm like,
all right. Calm down. Settle down.
oh, Vietnam. Oh, I remember those
Hey,
days.
don't remind the Japanese of Nanking, okay?
Hey, Japanese.
that wasn't even us.
I know, but
We'll
people
nuke
get
you
all
again.
upset about how you can't make fun of the Japanese, but stop Asian hate. It's like,
No,
well, they did
you
that.
don't understand.
They did that.
The Japanese deserve getting nuked. Do you have any idea what they were doing to the Chinese
They did
They
a lot.
did
between
some
World War
awful
One and World War
things.
Two?
America
Look-
also did awful
They made
things
Hitler
to their
look
own
like Santa Claus.
citizens. But
Well,
yeah,
yeah, but
Hitler, Japan, Stalin.
dude, no, Japan might be above Hitler.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
up. What
That's
is
why
it?
I said.
Troop 247.
I don't know.
I don't
Are they
know.
the people who raped like everyone they saw? Everything
Rape
they
of
saw?
Nanking.
Horrific experiments on babies
Oh,
and
yeah.
just villagers.
Germans
and
did
just,
it too.
but like way worse.
Yeah, no,
man.
no, the Japanese did it way worse.
So
Yeah.
just gave them horrific diseases and then would cut them up and just be like, oh, that's what that organ does when you're sick.
Very good research.
And then just like not kill them.
Thank you for
just
not
like
having morals.
Like half sew them up and throw them back into
Now we
into
have
the wild
modern
and be like,
medicine.
yeah.
Thanks to them.
In a
Try not to
weird
die.
in a weird roundabout way, their horrific atrocities against humanity actually benefited us in a lot of ways.
Does that mean it's witchcraft?
Yeah, technically.
maybe. And they would like put people in vacuum chambers until their eyes exploded.
Yeah, but we
Fun.
didn't know that it did that until
Now
then.
we know.
We could have
And
assumed.
no, that actually
That's
helped.
true. I mean, you put like an orange in there and it does that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we could have.
Or
Granted,
like a rat.
that did help
We
with.
could assume that it's bad.
But that did help with space travel.
I don't know.
We
if it
put a
did.
lot of dogs and monkeys up in there before we
Or
figured
did
out
we?
how to do it.
Guys, we never went to the moon.
The Earth is flat,
Well, I wasn't
The
going
moon
that
is
far. I
white.
was going to say
and
we never went to the moon.
JFK was never
Faked it
real.
all.
No, JFK was assassinated by literally a guy in the car with
You know, it'd
him.
be really, really funny if
blamed it
there's a
on-
guy out there who's like, the Earth's flat, the moon's not real, aliens are real. JFK was shot by Lee Harvey
Leprechauns.
Oswald, and 9/11 was real.
I'm pretty
That'd
sure.
be the weirdest combo of like, no, most people believe JFK was set up and 9/11 was an inside job.
JFK is currently in Biden's ice cream fridge. It's,
Hanging out with
that's canon.
With Walt
Uh,
Disney.
Walt Disney. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna call him Lee Harvey Disney.
Lee Harville. Harville.
That's what really happened right there. Mickey Mouse shot JFK.
His mic farted. That's mic farted.
My mic is having problems. How long has it recorded?
An hour.
Oh,
We're vibing though. I think we should keep going.
Yeah, we can get going. Should I blow more snot out my nose?
I don't know. Will-
You have
will that
tissue
get us more
somewhere.
Views?
No, I was just thinking, drink some water. Just explosion.
That was horrific. Do you want me to blur that? I don't want to blur that. It was too funny.
Do whatever you want, man.
Okay. Do the do.
Do the do.
Oh,
We're gonna have to have like keep podcast socks here just in case you forget.
Here's
I'll just wear
something
them
that we
every
should
Sunday.
talk about maybe. All three of us have played Tears of the Kingdom.
Mhm.
So,
Seth, do you have a
wanna talk
copy?
about
No.
that? He doesn't have a copy, but he's
But you have
played it
the
on-
physical copy
I have a
now, so you
physical
can
copy.
share.
No, I don't want to share with Gabe.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to share with you either.
That's why I don't want to share with him, because he wouldn't want to share with me in the first place.
Y'all literally have like different schedules of when you do, like have free time.
It is true because I have free time whenever he I have free time whenever he wants to do something, and he has free time whenever I'm at work.
Yeah. So, Katie wanted me to talk to you guys about maybe changing the day we record, because with her working Monday through Friday now, we just get Saturday. She just gets Saturday and Sunday off, and she would like, more time with me. So
That's sweet and adorable, and I don't think about that because my schedule is so volatile.
My schedule is Monday through Friday as well, but it's always been that.
Except for when you get off on Monday but work Friday, and everything's gay.
Oh yeah, whenever I get a day off, yeah.
But yeah,
that should be coming up pretty soon.
Me getting
Yeah.
a day off? No.
Getting like working on a Saturday and having a.
It might be coming
This
up
shirt
soon.
gives me a gut.
My gut gives me a shirt. Hey, my best friend is moving away.
Benjamin?
Yes.
What?
Is he for real doing it now?
Yeah, they're in Mississippi or Minnesota right now.
Minnesota
Maybe.
or Mississippi? Those are two very different places.
Yeah, but they're going to both eventually.
Ah.
But they're there for 2 weeks. They're gonna come back, do a going away party, and then they're gonna go to Minnesota for 6 months, and then Mississippi for 6 months, and then Costa Rica.
What?
Yeah, they're moving to Costa Rica
Why?
because
Ministry.
they want to.
Oh.
Joanna really wants to help the homeless children.
There's homeless children
Freaking
here.
weirdo.
Yeah, but they're not ethnic.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
she doesn't get
No, that's not
bonus
why.
points.
That's not why.
She doesn't get bonus Jesus points.
No.
I think we just made a
Welcome
new
back.
OxyClean commercial.
Welcome back.
Have you ever considered?
Seth, shut up.
I like Pepsi products.
Guys,
we're doing the bit now?
that was a bit. It's all made up. It's funny.
It was all made up. It was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke. I think I'm gonna cut that actually after like what I said.
It's really funny.
Now
though.
I don't like what I said after you said what you said.
I said worse things.
You twisted what I said in a way that a Democrat would, and now I know the error of what I said.
Yeah, I'm a
Well,
Democrat
at least now you better understand how politics work.
That was off camera. Hold on.
That is exactly how politics work. Someone says something that might be taken out of context, and they're like, "Ooh, gotta twist that."
Imagine if. Wait, I was gonna say imagine if Republicans did that, and then I remember that Fox News
Well,
exists.
Yes, both sides do it.
Fox News, you are pretty lame.
So DeSantis, 2025.
Nah. I'm voting Democrat next year or next election.
What?
If it's-
AOC is on the ballot because
No.
she's cute.
Oh,
No.
dude, she would literally like. She'd force
I'm
farmers.
going to bomb Costa Rica
She would.
because bananas.
We're a banana republic.
We're a banana.
Yeah, she's just there wearing nothing but Banana Republic gear.
She
Okay,
like
anyway,
goes around to
no.
each farm with a
Wait, is
with
it banana?
big corks and shoves it into
JFK's
cows. No more.
JFK's
Stop
nephew.
farting.
JFK's nephew is running for the Democrat ballot. So I'm probably gonna vote for him in the primary, and then if he doesn't get on the general, then I'll vote Republican.
Why?
Because Josiah wants to see him get shot.
No, no, because he's promised multiple times. I know I can't take promises, but he said multiple times that he's going to finish his uncle's work and dissolve the FBI and CIA.
Yeah, he's getting shot.
He's
I
getting
want that.
so shot.
Like,
You want him to
granted,
get
yeah,
shot?
me too, but it's
I
not
don't
gonna
want him
happen.
to get shot, but I want a chance of the CIA being dissolved.
Dude, as soon as he gets into office, they're gonna find a way to shoot him.
People realizing that that's totally what's going on, and you
Dude,
know, riots in
you
the
know what
street
happened?
that
They would
actually
get rid
matter.
of the FBI and CIA, and just like some kind of like secret police Ubermensch kind of thing would come up.
Yeah.
Imagine just like CIA like warlords starting like mobs in
Yeah,
America.
that's what happened.
It's just like the fall of the empire in Star Wars just happens in America.
Like, that is pretty much how it's gonna go
That'd
down.
be sick, actually. I'd like to live in that.
Guys,
I don't think you do.
I'd love to be
I want to
shot
live
at.
in Mad Max
I'm
world.
kidding. That's just California now.
Yeah, I want to go to California
That's
and live
that's
in Mad
literally
Max world.
just Death Valley right now.
Basically.
I
Except
just
with a
want to be like, I
lot
need
more.
gasoline.
Just with a lot more
Guzzling.
rainbows.
Yeah, that's what they call gas.
Guzzling.
Gasoline.
Because their cars are horribly inefficient.
I don't know.
No, it's just that human language has kind of devolved.
And I want to have a guy with no eyes strapped to the top of my monster truck playing guitar with flames shooting out of the
When you
guitar.
said strapped, I really thought you were going to say stripped.
Stripped. I want him stripped. I want everything hanging out. My friends on the guitar.
That's honestly that was probably the original concept of that shot.
Probably. Actually, I think he is naked, isn't he? Is he naked in that?
It's probably mostly naked.
Yeah, that movie's
Naked.
weird.
Like-
It makes me uncomfortable.
Well, when
Didn't
you're in
you-
Death Valley, California area kind of thing, you know, they probably are mostly
Didn't
naked.
you see the Mad Max Fury Road with Micah?
Yeah, almost. I was going to, but then Mom wouldn't let me.
For good reason.
Yeah.
How old
You
were you
like
that time?
13, 14.
Oh,
No. Yeah.
You were like early teen. No
Yeah.
older than 15.
Yeah, I was like 15. We're like, we're
It's a
gonna see.
little-
We're gonna go. I would always be like, hey, can me and Mike go see a movie? She'd be like, what movie? And I'd be like, oh,
VeggieTales.
Care Bears.
oh,
He's like, no, Care Bears are off the list. Why? Hippies. Oh.
Mad
Tinky
Max
Winky?
Fury Road. She's like, that's gonna be violent. I'm like, yeah, but we watch lots of violent stuff all the time. And she was like-
Mom, the Bible is very violent.
Mom!
and then I remember one time we were gonna go see Suicide Squad, the first one.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Suicide! No!" That's
Like,
my mom voice.
It's a superhero
They're-
villain
they're
movie.
villain, and they gotta do a mission that's like basically impossible. So they're called the suicide.
See,
There's no,
is it
The
the
Suicide
American?
Mission.
and then
Is it American edition or the Canadian edition? Because Canadian edition is very short.
but no, she ultimately said no to that because she read an article that said there was like a complete like naked scene where you see everything, which is a total lie. There is not. There's not a scene where someone's completely naked.
There's a scene where Margot Robbie takes her shirt off and she's wearing a bra.
Yes, and it's like 3 seconds.
So
But no one was completely naked.
when it
I've
comes
seen that
to
GIF so many times.
when it comes
Like
to
it's a very common GIF. That's what I'm saying, Seth. That not that I've like searched for it. It's a GIF that people use for some reason. When I am on Discord and I open up the Giphy search,
Eli.
that's one of the main ones that pops up for some reason. I don't know why, but that is. It's.
I always
not-
get this baby that's crying. Whenever I open up the GIF thing on Discord, I always get this crying baby.
I always
I need-
get
hold on, I'm gonna
Indiana
put
Jones
this-
running away from a boulder that is Nicolas Cage's face.
I'm gonna put the GIF like up here somewhere.
Margot Robbie?
No, of my favorite GIF ever, which is this GIF of this guy in a driving simulator.
This is my favorite.
It's a driving
GIF.
simulator rig where like the chair moves and stuff, and it's like it's.
I know what you're
it's like
talking
this,
about.
Like this guy like going like this or whatever, like his chair's doing that, and but it's sped up like 3 times. It's just this, and then it's just the top text just says "when game."
Yeah, after the podcast, we're gonna have to show it. Too.
And then also
great.
put Gabe's favorite GIF right here. That's Gabe's favorite GIF.
My favorite GIF
That's
is
mine.
It's pretty good.
That's too much editing. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna have to find 2 random
You
GIFs.
put yourself into this. Look, now my face is a GIF. Look at that.
See, it's a GIF. Gosh.
I just
Grass.
Isn't it
repent of your silly ways.
so? Isn't it funny that that's essentially what that one Japanese prime minister guy said like a year ago, and then he got shot like immediately afterwards.
They say that he's gonna dissolve the CIA.
No,
Repent of your dilly ways.
no.
Margot
my
Robbie's
favorite
kinda
GIF.
Go
hot.
touch grass. He was
Oh,
just
touch
like,
grass.
like this generation needs to like talk to women and touch grass. He like said a bunch of like base things, and then some kid was like, you know what? For that, you're getting shot.
Don't take me away from my waifu.
So the kid built a shotgun out of basically stuff you can buy off of Amazon. Yep, that happened.
This is what he listened to when he was building it. What is this?
Lute music.
Oh, I love that video.
It's just
Yeah. What is that like?
some Norway place, probably.
No, I think that's in like Austria.
Your mom is Austria.
When was it recorded?
When game?
When game?
But yeah, thank
I
you
feel-
for coming to the podcast today.
I want to do like a. And we'll do that next time. I have an idea for a skit.
I want my head to stop hurting.
Yeah.
Maybe if you hit it with a hammer, it will go away.
That was the sound of the hammer.
You know what? This has been the first podcast that I remember us not having a whole bunch of chaos.
Also,
We had some.
we didn't.
But it
talk
is
about
organized
poop.
chaos.
There's no poop jokes.
Seth, you ruined it.
Oh. When are we gonna do our World War One campaign?
Yeah, we need to do that.
Eventually.
Eventually. Josiah,
Alright, I'm hungry.
I'm 25. I want to do this within like the next couple months. I'm sure Norway is very familiar with these sounds at some point.
I'm pretty sure this is what Romania sounds like.
Pretty sure it's what Ukraine sounds like.
No, that's all a hoax. No war.
The earth is flat.